Hey, this is Jinzuro here, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. So, we opened up the book that we should not have touched in the nameless bookstore, and now our mind has basically been sucked into, Dr. Colden's. I think it's Dr. Colden's, I believe that is. Hopefully, I don't know if it's going to start over from the beginning exactly or not. It's kind of all over the place with that, but I'll go ahead and read the little excerpt here. Chapter 8, Riverside Institute. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside, irresistibly attracted to the detective. When he opened it, his mind was rejected into another body.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Okay, so I know if I choose either of these, it's going to be immediate. The other thing I don't know is whether or not if I choose either of these, will it be one of those measures where I'm able to continue the conversation, or if I didn't know this before, maybe the ones with exclamation points or something different actually is what ends the conversation. So I'm going to try the speech bubbles.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Okay, good. Good. So there's more information.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
Sounds like his hallucinogenic gas he's been spouting out.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Whoa, man. I can't help it. The Dr. Fuller reminds me of Doctor Strange from Gotham. He fits this scenario perfectly.
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Let's see, it's enough from that.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Oh, there we go. I can go to the other topics. Thank you for once.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
We're not going to call Dr. Fuller. We're going to go ahead and examine him ourselves.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Hopefully I have enough medical knowledge to do something here. So I'm not playing as Pierce right now, which is why we can't look at the additional information there. Nothing about clues and inventory. Alright, so let's get back into this.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
It's like he's dying.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
This man is a merman. We need to get him water ASAP.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I explained it. I was right about the water.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Actually, hearing them talk about it, it sounds like this guy's turned into an octopus.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Yeah, that's true. You cannot deny this guy's turned into something.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Alright, that's
Was that a
strange.
threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Actually, if we can get those hidden files.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Oh. Oh, it's another one of those. Oh, great. Get into Fuller's office. Oh, this is from the previous. This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. Okay, yeah. Alright, got that. Oh, hello.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Well, we need to make sure to get all the information that we can while we're here. I think that's the woman I was just talking to. I don't know, hiding from me here.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Okay, nothing extra on him. What's behind this? Oh, what's this?
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
High security unit.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Really now? Who are you talking about?
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Wait, so...
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, it seems... is she just gonna stand here until...
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
My supposed to be shutting off the water. Oh. So if I shut off the water, that gets her to leave, maybe? That tells me maybe is there something in here I'm supposed to see? Or there must be some reason I would need her to leave this room. But what reason would that be? Why would I tell her to go? Oh, so this must be the upstairs that I didn't get to see last time because I was in the basement. So maybe all of this right here is what's happening before I'm able to get downstairs and see Pierce. That might be what's going on here. Okay, so is there any information up here that would be useful for me? Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order all the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the names of the reference authorities are listed. Okay. Who are you?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Oh, I don't like her already. Obviously, I'm in a higher position than you.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Ah, okay, so that's what it is. She's his crony. So, secondary objectives have to shut off the water, which I'm guessing has something to do with the boiler room. Before I go in there...
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Ah, so yeah, definitely gotta cut off the water.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
A prescription of barbiturate signed by Dr. Fuller.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Very interesting. What are we here?
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
That's because he's using it for his experiments. Oh, the pseudoscientific work by Cesar Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of this study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive any uninformed reader. Oh, okay. So she have...
We're running out of this...
I know, Doc.
Once.
Can't you...
Donovan...
Okay, so it's just the same. Well, we're done with our conversation here. Okay, that's where I came from. Yep, definitely where I came from. Okay, what have we here? Medicine and Secret Sciences. This very interesting book, aimed at a wide public, demonstrates how non-recognized sciences have influenced modern medicine. Magnetism, grandmother's secrets, Chinese acupuncture, hypnosis, herbal medicine, alchemy, and many others have contributed to a certain extent to the enrichment of medicine and the beginning of the century. Okay, so I'm guessing all this is going to help me later. Go ahead and shut that door.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
have very much to say. Oh, there she is.
Dr. Colden?
Oh, wait, is that witch? Yeah, I think it is. Who are you?
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself, and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Okay, so... Somebody in here crying?
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
I'll pass on whatever's in there. That's prison food right there. Okay, so these guys aren't budging.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
I wonder if I get something extra for helping these other individuals.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Is he not supposed to be here?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
So that mean I could have asked him about the bootlickers, but why would that option even be available?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. Oh, this is Irene Sanders. Is this who they were talking about?
Mrs. Sanders?
No. Wait a minute. Does this mean this is what's happening right now? It couldn't be the result of me telling her about her husband. She's completely stable when I left her.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Okay. So that's the woman they wanted to see about. I'll get to them once I get done checking everything else. Nothing in here. The key to the boiler room. Oh, nice. Exactly what I need.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
But she will.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Okay, he's knocked out. Probably gave him them sleeping pills. Okay.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. His binds left bloody wounds. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
I would imagine he's being mistreated.
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Okay. I guess it's positive that we look in on a lot of these people. Okay. What about these people in here?
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
That it?
It's a quiet little town.
Yeah, that's it for you.
Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
That's a good point. Oh, it's you.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Okay, so he's also seeing the nightmares.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Ah, maybe she's the one who's doing all the cleaning. Let's go talk to the receptionist here.
Dr. Colden,
Is it?
do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late.
Needed in Block B, huh? What's in here? Oh.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
File is strangely incomplete, and the detail of treatment is not given. It does not respect standard practice.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
I can if I get rid of this Fuller guy.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
So why was the key to the boiler room hidden elsewhere? Well, that's because they're messing with the water, of course. It's this storage room.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Okay. So I have to wait till she's done in there. Surgical ward.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Nothing to talk to you about. What's this?
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Nope. Not sneaking in that way. Oh, thought I missed something. Okay, I think I basically circled back around. I did. So let's go. Wait, did I ever? No, it's the boiler room. Before I go in there, let's go talk to those other two gentlemen. Now that I've made my rounds.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
You guys are welcome. Okay, so... Wait a minute. There was one other room that I didn't check out properly.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this
Here.
up. And I'm the one who pays.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
It's so unfair.
Okay, so I can't get in here.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
I won't
I
tell
didn't
her
make
to
this
go
up.
just yet. I need to go
And
to
I'm the one who
the
pays. What about
boiler room. Ah, there we go. Okay, so get here, take this stuff out. This looks like this is it.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Got plenty of tools right here. You telling me I can't use any of these? Okay, so I need to find something I can use. Ah, it might be in the storage room where that woman was telling me I couldn't go inside. So I might have to wait till she leaves. Where's the storage room? No, I was talking to these guys. The storage room has to be over here. Yeah, I went right by it. Is she still in here? Nope. There we go. Yeah. This monkey wrench. No, shut this door. Alright, let's get back to the boiler room. Alright, there we go.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Go back to Elizabeth.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Perfect, the woman's over there. Okay, good. Let's do this.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
It's gotta be at the desk or something.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
A study of the Stendhal syndrome, a particularly rare mental illness. Subjects display mental disorders linked to an exposure to works of art. Okay. What else we have in there? Nothing at the desk?
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Ah, okay.
I've unlocked something.
Oh, nice. By accident. The cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychoanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to.
Patient files. I was right. I should go another way.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins.
This finger belonged to a woman.
The patient appears to have
Why keep it
finally
here?
accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos.
There's more.
It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are
Why is Ethan on medication?
I guess I found them all.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Oh.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
And we dastardly. Is there nothing else around here? Ah, there we go.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Of course, I kept coming back to that shoe. I knew that shoe was about something. Oh, reconstruction, huh? Ah, his abilities mixed with him.
I must go back to the basement. I should go another way.
Okay, so I can't go that way. I think she'd be able to unlock. Oh, yeah, it's old school. Doors don't work as they should. So, tiptoe our way out of here. Oh, that went nicely. Go down into the psychiatric wing. Yeah. have to worry about these two. Okay, so I guess now we can go down here. How deep is this basement? Whoa, hold up. Oh.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
It is him. Alright, Captain Shakes, calm
Talk,
down.
filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Oh, I don't have the eloquence or expert level to take this guy out.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Oh, I had to be a master to do that. Wow.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute.
Book is a Necronomicon?
She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Actually, do I trust this guy or not? I don't know. Is this a good decision or a bad decision? I mean, because my thing is, he's read the book. He does know more about the occult than I do. For some reason, I feel it's going to be bad if I bring him along. This is, oh man, what do I do here? It's a positive thing. I feel that if I take him with me, thinking that he's going to help me, he's going to backstab me. Look at his face. His eyes show me. He's ready. He's ready to take me out. I feel that maybe if I take him with me... See, I don't know about this guy. It could work every way. He could go Joker on me. Yes. No. Okay. I'm gonna risk it and have this guy come with me.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Well, he already knew about going to the Hawkins mansion, so... There's cobwebs on my mustache. I'm getting tired of coming to this institution. Like, I don't want to be here. They keep making me come back. Chapter 9, Riverside Institute. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. I knew I should not have followed the blood trail starting off. I should have gone in the other direction. I might have got a little bit more information. But no, I had to follow the blood. My curiosity is always working against me. I gotta see what kind of cutscene they're gonna throw at me this time. I kind of show it because I never know when it's gonna be one of those cutscenes that it'll show it again if I happen to cut it, or it'll repeat. You couldn't shut that any quieter, man? Really?
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Alright, good. So I'm going to leave this here, and when we get back, I'm going to hope that I can get through this with, you know, I need a gun. I mean, the original Call of Cthulhu, he got a gun, but not this one. This one, I either got to run or hide. What kind of detective does not have a weapon on him? Anyway, enough of my ramblings. I'm going to leave this here, and when we get back, we're going to see if we can find and save Dr. Colden. Till then.